What a deck!
Hello and welcome to What a Deck, where we play troll decks, rogue decks, and whatever the hell I feel like. I'm your host, Hardleg Joe, and today we're looking at Dragunity Beatdown 2021 edition. As brought to you by Patreon sponsor YGOPro, who wanted to see a hardleg twist on Dragunities. And if you're unfamiliar with me or the channel, my whole gimmick is that I try to make decks that are immune to the ban list, by avoiding some of the most powerful cards in the game. For example, Dragon Link has been running through the competitive scene, tearing things up for the better part of a year, so I'm not going to be playing any of those cards. Instead, I'm focusing on pure Dragunities, mostly pure, and showing what they can do against the modern meta. Obviously, this means I haven't built the best Dragunity deck, but I have built one that won't get any weaker anytime soon. So regardless of how the meta shifts, you can use this as a base for understanding how Dragunities work and build off them with whatever tech cards are available to you. Now, if you just want the deck profile, there's a link in the description to a separate shorter video. There, I'll just go over everything in here, explain how it works. Otherwise, in this video, it's 10 duels against random opponents on YGOPro. I'll be testing this out, showing you how it works, and hopefully, we'll have a little fun. Alright, here we are, first duel versus Tizona, and we've made a go second version of the deck. We're gonna try to beat down the opponent, play through their disruption. Mostly because there's a specific Dragunity card that is really powerful, but only going second. Also, if you're a long-time fan, you've probably noticed I have a webcam thing now. I'm trying out the whole face cam thing. Let me know what you think about it. Does it add anything? Does it take away from anything? Is the placement good? Am I in an area where you can see everything? I think we're good. The only thing you're missing are, like, these buttons over here that say ignore chain and stuff. But we should be fine. But yeah, I'll experiment with this for a few episodes. We'll see how it goes. You're first, by the way. I'm not sure if they've noticed. Oh, they actually did something. Okay, I've been sitting here patiently for a moment. Banishment of the Darklords. Not a good sign for us. Darklords, known for their very powerful trap cards. And then their monsters have the ability to use the trap cards in the graveyard. Stuff like this. Oh, this is just their fusion, right? Yeah, fusion summon one Darklord. So yeah, they have these spells and traps that they activate that do some pretty neat things, summoning Darklords from the graveyard, for example. And then all their monsters can pay 1,000, shuffle the spell traps back into the deck, and then activate that same effect. So they had a searcher, pay 1,000, search again. Pretty neat. I actually want to play Darklords here in the future. The reason why this is a problem for Dragunities in particular is because a lot of our monsters are based around hating other monsters. We have a monster negate that banishes when it attacks things. We have another monster that has like a non-once per turn, just banishing all sorts of monsters. We have this guy that equips stuff and, like, lowers attack and everything. We don't have a whole bunch of stuff to deal with, spell traps. So if they're gonna summon several things and then, like, set 3, we're gonna be in for some trouble. Especially because we don't have a whole lot of ways to play through a whole lot of disruption. Not with this hand. This is a one of. You usually want to search this with this card. This is one of the newer cards that lets you add a level 5 or higher Dragunity from your deck to your hand. Pretty neat. Dragunities have always had some high-level monsters, and with pretty good effects, but you never really wanted to play them, because at 1 you would never draw them, and at 3 you'd end up with bricky hands. Now you can afford to play them at 3, or play them at 1, because you could search them with this spell trap. Okay, looks like he's just ending on Nastin. And what's in the graveyard? Just the rebellious Darklord. Send one Darklord from your... And they ran out of time. Well then. I guess I'm not going to count that one, but I'll leave it in. It's an introduction to this, then I don't have to say it next time. Let's see if we can find an actual duel. Alrighty then, here we are, the real first duel versus YoMero. And we're gonna go second yet again. See if we're doing pretty good. We got a slightly better hand. We've still got the one Dragunity Armagram. But we also got Dragunity of the Hurricane. Here I am. Rock me like a hurricane. And this is the reason why you would want to play a go-second version of Dragunities. If your opponent controls a monster, you could special summon a Dragunity Tuner and a Dragunity Winged Beast. And if you're unfamiliar with Dragunities, they're a bunch of Winged Beast non-tuners and a bunch of Dragon tuners. And then they make synchros that are like winged beasts riding on dragons. It's kind of neat. So basically, this gives you the two monsters you need for a synchro summon without really costing you any resources. But your opponent has to control a monster. If they control an extra deck monster, you can immediately synchro summon with those two monsters, which is kind of neat. It means it can be used as like a battle trap if you really need to. Mostly though, we're going to use it for like, our opponent is probably going to make some kind of disruption, and then we'll activate this to try to bait out the disruption. Yeah, there we go, like Hope Harbinger. We activate this, they negate it, then we're free to activate Dragon Ravine and do whatever the heck it is that we actually want to do. So let's go ahead and try that. Here I am, burn it, Dragunity Hurricane. Fuckers! I like that negation, I thought it was funny. Okay, let's go ahead, what do we want to do? Yeah, we're going to activate Dragon Ravine. We're going to normal summon Sonatus. We're going to activate Sonatus. You could discard a Dragunity to detach a tuner to him. All the tuners act as equip cards. And these ones in particular, we have two, and they both have the effect that they can special summon themselves if they're equipped. And then you do this weird loop. You make a Dragunity Vajrana, and when this is summoned, you can equip a Dragunity from the graveyard. Oh hey, and remember this one can summon itself when it's equipped. So now you've got a level 6, a level 2 non-tuner. This actually counts as a level 4 if you've got a Dragunity. So then we can make Arbadir, which can banish a Dragunity from the graveyard to negate stuff. Pretty neat. Then we're going to use Dragon Ravine. You can pitch a card to search a Dragunity. A level 4 or lower. Let's get Legatus. You can special summon this if you control a Dragunity or a Dragon Ravine. Hey, pretty nice. So we're going to summon that. We're going to get Dragunity Divine Lance, put that on him. What this does, lets you equip a tuner from the deck. What a surprise. So we'll get our other one, Phalanx, going up here. And we're going to make a dang old another one. Another Vajrana. Hello. Second verse, same as the first. And we're just going to get another course, because we're going to make the other boss monster. You can, of course, summon the level 2 and then make Crystal Wing, but we're going to go for this instead. Hello, nice to meet you. Ascalon. Ascalon's pretty neat. It can banish a Dragunity from the graveyard to banish a card your opponent controls. And then if you feel like it, it can banish a Dragunity from the graveyard to banish a card your opponent controls. And then if you feel like, it can banish a Dragunity from the graveyard to banish a card your opponent controls. So yeah, clear the field, attack, and that's the strategy for Dragunities. They don't have, like, without the guard dragon stuff, they don't have the ability to make a ton of negates or anything. But the idea is that if you can clear the field and have one negate, and they only have got 2 cards, it's easy to stun them out. And then, oh hey. And then with, Dragon Ravine, evenly matched are we? Yeah, I guess I'll be able to show it. As long as you have Dragon Ravine, and you have a lot of ways to get to Dragon Ravine, you can always do this. Like this, we can't activate it, we control a monster. So we can activate this. Pitch a card, search a Dragunity. Let's get Ducks. Quack quack, motherfucker. Go ahead, normal summon Ducks. And Ducks, when it's normal summoned, equips a Dragunity from the graveyard. What a surprise. So we'll go ahead and equip this, and because they've only got the one monster, we're just going to make the most, inappropriately named gay bulge. It's apparently named after an Irish sword. It means something else in Gaelic, but I can't ignore the chance to attack with a gay bulge. When it attacks, you can banish a winged beast and it gains attack. And this is 1800, so 38 feet over there, 3300, and we've won our first game. Congratulations to me. I'll take a drink to celebrate. Water, of course. I'm not a drunk. Alright, here we are, Duel 2 versus Patchwork. I realized in that last duel my name got changed back. I'd closed down YGOPro. It actually crashed on me, but I didn't show it on camera. And then it reset my name. We're going first, which is not good. But we've got this. So what we can do, this is pretty nice. Wind, the wind medium. You can discard another wind monster and itself to search a wind monster with a certain number of attack. Let's go ahead and get Remus. Remus can discard itself, search Dragon Ravine. Hey, you remember Dragon Ravine, right? Then we're going to add a level 4 or lower Dragunity by discarding that. And we're going to go with Ducks, because you don't have to discard anything for Ducks. And then what we're going to do, because we have this in our hand, we're going to equip Kos of Kos. And then again, when you use this for a synchro, it can act as a level 2 or a level 4 monster. Can you see that? There we go. 4 finger. I have to turn more. And we're going to actually make the level 8 Barca. Barca is unique because when it's summoned, you get to equip as many things as you want to it. Lots of things. So instead of just 1, you get 2. So we could summon both of these. Hey, how's it going? Nice to meet ya. Heard you're doing well. And then let's go ahead and make Aberdeer. Using this and this. Defense mode, since we're going first. So there's 1 negate. Then we're going to Mistletoe. Special summon this by sending a Dragunity to the graveyard. What does it do? It equips a dang old Dragunity from the graveyard. And I just realized I might have messed... Yeah, I did mess this up. You can't make Crystal Wing with this because it's already level 6. So instead, we're going to make a new card. A brand new... I don't think this is even out yet. Magistus Dragon Vafram. It's pretty neat. And go with that. Yeah, actually, we're going to do one more thing. So, Dragunity Glow. Let us search Armagram. I didn't show this before. This can special summon itself by banishing 2 dragon or winged beasts. So, like, let's get Ducks and Mistletoe, because we don't need them in the graveyard. Summon this. You can also summon it out of the graveyard. Remus you can summon out of the graveyard if you control a Dragunity, and it's a level 2 tuner, so other ways to get into your synchros. For now, though, we're just going to use our 2 dragons. We're going to make Heretic Seals. So now we have 2 disruptions. We have Heretic Seals, which can bounce a monster back to the hand. We've got a monster negate and banish with Aberdeer. And we have this thing. If your opponent destroys this thing, destroy all face-up cards your opponent controls. So it's like a field nuke unless they use some resources to get rid of it without destroying it. So pretty good for a deck designed to go second to beat over things. You can still put on some negations. It's just going to take your entire hand. And like in a competitive tournament, you go to a regional, this is probably not going to stand up against like Dragon Link or what are they called? Infernoble Knights. Most of the meta competitive decks are going to be able to beat through 2 negations and a very limited board wipe. You could probably run better stuff than this. In fact, if this was a go first deck, I'd probably replace this with, what's it called? Borreload Savage Dragon, because that's another level 8 dragon. You got some stuff that locks you into dragons. But I could have done some things where I made the Dragunity link and then used that for like Mistletoe, like tributed it, and then you have a link in the graveyard to equip with Savage Dragon. That gives you 2 negates. So you got the 2 yeah, you'd be in a much better situation. I play this because it's fun going second. Let's see here. If your opponent controls a monster, you can special summon this card from your hand. Okay, that's not a once per turn, so bouncing that would not accomplish anything. Pretty sure. Quick effect. Okay, and this is not during the main phase or anything, so I can just wait until the battle phase and then bounce Heavenly Spheres. So let's see what he makes. He's got a tuner. 7. He could make a level 8 of his own, perhaps. Possibly. Only time will tell. Oh, well, that was faster. I thought I would have to cut away, maybe wait for a moment. When your opponent activates a monster effect, quick effect, you can banish it. Well, that's unfortunate. It's going to use both of my things, but I guess we got to do it. Because we can't have that. So we'll tribute this. Banish that back. Oh, okay, it just goes back. Neat. Let's get Tempest. This is like our only non-Dragunity card. I wasn't playing this for a while. Because it's kind of cheesy, but like you could search it out through that and through a couple other different ways. It's easy to get into the graveyard. And it functions essentially like that wind charmer I used earlier. You could discard this and a wind monster to add a dragon monster from your deck to your hand. So it's just another copy of Remus, which is another copy of Dragon Ravine, which gets all your plays started. Yes, I'm going to stop that. No. Yeah, Barca. We don't really want to get rid of our tunas. Oh, and then if this is special summoned, it returns to my hand! How glorious! Hey, pretty neat. Let's go ahead and discard this to add a duck. Quack, quack. Quackity, quackity. Normal summon? Yeah. And yep, we're gonna go for this. The real question is, they've got all these spell traps, and yeah, I don't have a whole... I have Nightmare Phoenix. We could Nightmare Phoenix one of these. Or we could live dangerously. Personally, I'm all for living dangerously, baby. Let's go ahead. The Vajrayana. Another potentially unfortunate name. Because if you want to shorten it, it's just Dragunity Knight Vag. Maybe it's Vaj. You want to be a little fancy with your words? Let's make clear Crystal Wing. Yeah. Crystal Wing Synchro. 3, 4, 5. And yeah, let's do Armogram. Banish this and the Link, because I don't need it. That'll give us enough attack to win the game while keeping that in defense mode. Also, when you banish Tempest, you get to add a card. So let's get it. Let's get a Remus. We could discard it. We could use it for things. Attack my Colossus. Armogram. That's what I was worried about. Perhaps we should have made the one thing after all. Alright, but we still have a monster negate, so we're fine. And we've got plenty of ammunition for it. And again, we can just kind of like, we've got 3 duxes and like several things we can make with it. So that's the thing, is like, it's not about making a whole bunch of negations or making a really powerful boss monster. It's about the fact that they have to put in like more than 2 resources to get rid of it. Whereas we can discard any card, get ducks, and make another one. Oh, neat. Mud Dragon of the Swamp. A swampy boy. Oh? Is this just like level 8 synchro toolbox, the movie, the game? Possibly. Is Utopia? The lightning? Is it time for real lightning? I haven't seen real lightning in forever. I guess that's one way to get over this. Yeah, because your opponent can't activate stuff when it attacks. Unfortunate. Because this, not only does it banish cards that fight it, but it... oh, hey, that's cool. Let's go ahead. Twin Twisters. Get rid of these 2. Away you go. What was the other one? I was just in advance. So yeah, if I had made... If only... that's fine. Let's go ahead. We're not even going to use Dragon Ravine because we don't need it. We're going to Remus. We're going to get Kos of Kos. What do we have left? Well, they sent back some stuff. Oh, we could just make Ascalon. Let's make Ascalon, baby. Go into this. Go into... Or is there a better way I could do this? Yeah, I think there's a better way I could do this. Okay, get Remus out. And then we're going to get Remus and Kos, and we're going to make Romulus. This lets us search any Dragunity spell trap. So we can go for Divine Lance. And we're going to equip Divine Lance to this, I guess. It gives the monster attack equal to its level, so it wouldn't do anything. It wouldn't do anything on the link, unfortunately. Otherwise, it's fun to, like, equip things to other things and then use them to get stuff from the deck. So we can get this. Where's Kos at? There he is. We're going to make Ascalon, and then we're also going to have this, and then we're also going to have more material for Armatan. So hopefully just a whole bunch of shit, you know? Banish more things. This one, and Sonitus. Hello, nice to meet you. How are you doing, friend? And we've got... Oh, there's ducks. Yeah, you don't want to banish your tuners if possible, but you can banish your tuners if you feel like it. And I think that's game, yep. 29, and then... Yep! Making the Romulus made all the difference, that extra 1200 attack. So there we go, a second win. This episode is taking far longer than I expected. Let's go ahead into the third duel. Maybe we could do this a little bit quicker. Alright, here we are, third duel. I've equipped a hat. I've been told it makes my intelligence +3. A D&D nerd told me that. Not sure if it's true. Maybe it just hides my baldness a little bit. Let me know what you think of hat. I could perhaps wear hat on future episodes. Who can tell? Looks like we're going second again. I think I briefly mentioned like my name here. I usually try to make the names related to things. Luda, who knows what that could be. But I'm Tizona. Comment in the comments if you know what that is a reference to. It has something to do with Dragunities in a vague sense. I'm curious to know who knows. Either way, it looks like the... Okay, there we go. Bubbleman! I'm gonna get bubble blasted, ladies and gentlemen. Guys, gals, non-binary pals. Mask change. Alright, but the only target for that is Acid, whose only effect is to blow up all the spell traps. All the spell traps I don't have. Unsure as to why you would do such a thing, unless you just really needed, like, a water monster in the graveyard. Hard to say. It's always weird with Yu-Gi-Oh! When you run into situations like this, because half the time you start mocking someone, and then it turns out they're on some, like, 6-dimensional chess, where they're playing combos you haven't even conceived of. Combos that you haven't dreamt of in your wildest dreams. And the other half of the time, they're just new to the game, and they don't know what they're doing. They're just clicking buttons trying to figure stuff out. So you never want to like criticize people too harshly, at least until they pass their turn and you're like, oh, that's what you were doing. Oh, that's what they were doing. Well then, alrighty. What do we have here? We have ducks, we have Remus, we have Dragon Ravine. Let's go ahead and use that. Activate Dragon Ravine. Activate the effect of Dragon Ravine. We already have ducks, so let's send a dragon monster from our deck to the graveyard, shall we? I want to get access to the bigger ones, so we're going to go with Kos of Kos. Actually, fuck it, let's live dangerously. 2 Dragon Ravines, because I don't trust this back row. This is the only thing that could perhaps mess us up. So we're going to do this again, and this time we're going to add a Dragunity from our deck to our hand. Add more things. Let's get Legatus. Legatus is spell trap removal. I didn't mention this before. But it's like the most conditional spell trap removal, which is why you mostly played at 3 in this go second version of the deck. Because it helps you deal with situations like this. So, again, you can special summon it if you control a Dragunity. And if you have a Dragunity in the spell trap zone, you could pop a card. Hey. They've got a card I'd like to pop. Hopefully it's not like Torrential Tribute. That would be a bad time! Okay. That's why I'm holding on to this, by the way. If they pop my entire board, I can always make a Armagram, or always search Armagram, and then at least get over this, so they don't have more fusion material. So, what is it? Show it to me. Did you bring enough for the class? Effect Veiler. They really want that face down card. They want it more than life itself. You don't even know how much they want that face down card. Alright. Okay. Well, if that's the case then, we're gonna go turbo mode. We're going to add Armagram instead of Mistletoe. We are going to... Okay, that locks us into just summoning that. So what we're going to do, we're going to summon Kos. I don't think we're locked into anything yet, if I'm not mistaken. Let me look through my graveyard. Okay, we're not locked into anything yet. So we're going to use Legatus and Kos, and we're going to make Nightmare Phoenix, because I've walked into one Mirror Force already, and I'm not walking into another one. Get that shit out of my face. If this turns out to be Punch in the Box or something stupid and they use the Effect Veiler just to save that, I'm going to be a salty Splatoon. Form change. It's just form change. Why you didn't chain it before, I don't know. They're just waiting? Question mark? Exclamation point? Oh well, at least I've got a Nightmare Phoenix. We're good. What are you going to summon? Dion. When it destroys a monster by battle, you can special summon a level 4. Okay. Remus. Come on out here. Come on out, buddy. We're gonna have a party. You're invited. Bring your friend Vag. They're the life of the party. They always know how to recruit more people. Let's get Kos of Kos. Yes, I'm going to make that I'm going to make that joke every single time. It's just the kind of man I am. Let's go with Aberdeer. Let's play it slightly safe, considering we have a delicate situation here. We could banish this. That would allow us to get more damage, but it wouldn't allow us to go for game. I'll banish those two, the non-tuners. We'll get this. So this, in addition to negating stuff, if it battles something, you can banish it. Bye-bye. Have a nice day, good sir. And we get to get in for 19 and 29. Big nines over here. So they're down to one card. We've got a negate. And if I was an even crazier man than I already was, we could play rank 10 trains in here and just overlay these 2 level 10s, make a Gustav Max burn for 2,000. But I'm not that kind of person. And also the extra deck was kind of tight because you have to make these like stepping stones. You have to make the Vages or the Barkas and then use those to step up into other things. Yep, and we're trying to make this go fast, so I'm just going to be like, nah. Fucker, get out of here. That's such a mean-looking negation. But the face is just perfect. The face, if you don't know, it just comes from Romulus. It just looks so angry. Look at him. He's just like, ah! I guess that's how Luda felt too. Let's go ahead into the 4th duel. Ah, here we are, the 4th duel versus JJ. The jet plane, perhaps? Dragons versus planes, the eternal battle continues. Actually, now that I think about it, I don't think I've seen dragons versus planes in, like, media. That seems like... Oh, ZS, I don't know how these operate. This is going to be a lot of reading. If this is Ixie summoned, you can add one rank up magic. Oh, okay. Neato. What was its other effect? Why were you able to special summon things? Zexal Force. How Zexy. If you control no cards, you could special summon. Ah, okay. And then rank up one Utopia or ZW into Utopia Double Ray. When a card is targeted for an attack, you can equip one ZW. Once per turn, you can detach one material, target one face-up card your opponent controls. Okay, so that's during their turn. Oh boy. Let's see. It gains 1900 attack. My effect is negated during the battle phase. Opponent cannot target this with card effects. If a monster equipped with this card would be destroyed. That monster can attack all of them once each. I am not sure I have anything, because he's going to negate my battle effects, so I can't just crash into it and banish it. Ascalon's not going to do it. Synchro won't do it. Scarrite, it blows up all the cards with attack less than it. Boral Sword, except for my attacks are negated. I can't... Yep, I think I might... I just might not have the ability to get through this, unfortunately. Wait, no. I can destroy this, right? If I can destroy that, then I can do stuff. But that will lock me into nothing but dragons for the rest of the turn, so I can't use that. But I kind of have to. Okay, so we're going to use this and add to hand, yeah. We're going to discard that. We needed to get into the graveyard. Let's get a Remus? Yeah, Remus. Discard Remus to activate the other thing. To get this. Activate Dragon Ravine. And again, we can't do that because the only way to get rid of this right now is to make Nightmare Phoenix. So we can't lock ourselves into only dragons. So instead we're going to discard this. Add one Dragunity from deck. Yes. Discard this. Add a Legionnaire. Okay, so normal summon this. Equip from the graveyard the Phalanx. Special summon Legionnaire. Howdy doody. Oh yeah, we're gonna get Armogram because we can use that in the graveyard. Discarding it for the other thing will be a good. And then yeah, just like before, we're gonna have to use the Phalanx to make the Phoenix. Because if we summon the other thing, if we summon Remus, that'll lock us into stuff as well. So we can get this, discard Armogram, destroy Tornado Bringer. Alright. Summon Remus. And then from there, we should be able to Vag into Phalanx. Oh, we don't have Kos. Fuck. I'm not sure if we have... No, we don't have enough. Fuckity fuck fuck. I done goofed. Alright, let's go ahead. Varfram. Let's do it. I think this will negate my attack. I'm not exactly sure, but I'm almost out of time. So we're going to see what happens here. Detach one material, target cards, negate their effects. Yeah. I think if I'm destroyed, it'll still destroy everything. That's what I'm hoping. Take the damage. Yes! Ha-ha! 1900! And then we're going to set that. Okay, so I could have done that the whole time. Let's go! I'm almost out of time. I can't summon the Armatane. I just gotta hope he can't OTK me from this position. He might be able to. Utopia the double. You know how that works. He's got 2 level 4s. If he's playing Utopia double, I've just lost, but... Unfortunately, that's just the situation I found myself in. I could have perhaps done that slightly better. Although it doesn't look like he's making Utopia double. It looks like he's going for the Zexal thing. Going for Utopic Dragon. Target one number in your graveyard, summon a defense position, but its effects are negated. When a monster effect is activated, Utopia Prime into Utopia the Lightning. Okay. So that's a lot of damage. Ouchie. Does that kill me? No. It gets me very close. And then attack for 4,000. Let's see here. Luckily I set that. During either player's turn when a monster effect is activated that targets this face-up card. Okay, I'm not going to target you. I'm going to get Coast because I need it. And Senatus. Go into that. I'm going to go into that. Synchro summon a monster? Yes. This is a one-winged beast in my graveyard, right? And this is a fire dragon. That's a fiend. So yeah, the most I could make its attack would be 3,800, but that'll still stop me from dying. It'd probably be better to just have kept the monsters in defense and then have an extra one. That might have been the better thing to do. I'm still a little bit in danger because I can't target this with effects, and it has more damage, so I can't use Red Dragon Archfiend, which is the main thing I wanted to do. But if I can make a Boral load, I could steal it and then crash it into Utopia the Lightning. It's also possible he's trying to figure out how much damage I can gain before he tries to attack with Utopic Dragon, because he don't know. Nobody knows. That kind of shit's spooky. There's also, if I can... Okay. 18, yeah, it doesn't matter. 38, 200, I was close. It depends what I draw. I think it might be over. I'm not sure if I have the resources to make a Boral sword. Wait, no, because I still have Barca, right? And Barca doesn't lock me into stuff. I'm talking to myself here. This is a serious game. Okay, so yeah, we have enough, definitely. Let's banish... Oh, wait, no, that's not... I wanted to do the opposite of that. Oops. Oh, well. That's fine. That's still this and this. Make that. Summon this by banishing this and Vafram. Summon that. Activate. We're going to get a Dux because Dux doesn't require me to discard things. I'm going to read Barca real quick and make sure it doesn't lock me into anything. No. Okay. So that'll perhaps give me the ability to make a Boral Sword and something else. Let's go to that. Let's summon here. What do we get? Barca. Or Barcha. Hard to say. Dupe, dupe. Oh, dupe. All the dupes. This is actually kind of neat. Okay, so we're going to summon this. Summon this. We've got our 4 monsters, so we can make Boral Sword, or Boral Load. Actually, is Boral Sword better? Boral Sword is better in this one. It targets this face-up card. Yeah, we're just going to beat over that. Dupe, 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 dupe. Hello. Nice to meet you. Oh, I fucked up something slightly. Oh, I fucked it up a lot. Oops. Oopsie doopsie. Yep, I could have done more, and okay. That's fine. Attack that one. And gain 5,000. do 3,000. Then we're going to turn this to defense and attack over it again. Even though it won't be game, it'll at least get rid of it. And now you're an Ixie deck with one monster. Yeah, I could have the, what's it called? Glow. The spell that searches out the level 5 or higher. It has an effect in the graveyard that you can banish it to summon a monster that's attached to another monster. So I could have kept the, if I had used this instead of the synchro and kept this attached to it, I could have then summoned it off and had, like this, plus the level 8, plus that, which would have been more than enough to end the game. But I got a little too hasty and excited that I had broken out of this nigh impossible situation. But I still have Boral Sword. He could set, I get 2 attacks, 3,100. Of course, anything turns into ducks because I have Dragunity Ravine. And if that's not a monster, then they're just screwed. So I'm going to claim this victory for me. I'm going to claim the victory. Hopefully, I don't get my comeuppance. That word always reminds me of muffins. Now I'm hungry. But, yeah, we'll see. I think they might just be, salty stalling. Salty stall for time. I think we've all been there. We've all just been like, I am going to stare you down until you feel bad about it. So we'll see. I'm going to mark this down as a win. And if they do something surprising, I'll be back. Duel number 5. Do you feel alive? Walking all around, we've got those scissors by our sides. And we're gonna go second again. We're up against Gale, perhaps Gale Dogra. Could this be a ritual deck? That's what I'm going to assume. And, you know, any hand you start with Dragunity, Hurricane, and Lightning Storm, you're in pretty good shape. Playing the Dynatheorem. This is one of those cards I feel like is going to be broken at some point. Not broken, maybe. But it's one of those ones where it's like, you just special summon it from your hand for free. It's just a free level 4. Sometimes those have proven to be a little bit too costly. It's just weird because this is a really old card. Most people don't play it because when it's summoned, your opponent gets to summon a level 4 out of either player's graveyard. So any time other than first turn, this isn't very useful, but when has that stopped people before? Looks like we're getting Psyframe Lord Lambda. Could this be an actual Psyframe deck? Or is this just a stepping stone to making other things? I'm going to say Time Thief. Time Thief with Psyframes? Perhaps? Show me Time Thief Redoer. Let's redo this thing. Hey! I guessed correctly. That seems to be all what these generic rank 4 spams seem to do, is they focus on Redoer specifically. Oh, but that's a neat thing. If a monster is face-up Psychic is banished, you can add a Psyframe from your deck to your hand. Neat. So, this is a Psychic. It gets banished. They get a Psyframe. This says you can activate Psyframes. Something apparently prevents them from adding cards. Oh, it's during the end phase. So they've got a Gamma. That's cool. Nice, bro. Yeah, we're gonna do this. This will bait out the Gamma. And it'll get stuff in our graveyard. Or if they have an Ash Blossom, it'll bait that out. But I'm hoping okay, there's the Ash Blossom. Yep. Like I said, most of the time, this is just a bait. And then if you do win, it's like a win harder card. Oh, I got the other one. Bye-bye. Nice to meet you, sir. It's been a fun day, but you have to go now. Adios. Yep, draw a card. Unfortunately, I'm not in the best position. So I can activate this. I can... Let's see if they fall for some clever bait. So we're going to use this... Oh, we're just going to add. So we're going to discard the Senatus. Because again, this is like... You need it because it's a starter, but you generally don't want it because you have to discard for it. We're going to get another Dragon Ravine, unless they negate it. Might they negate it? Who can say? Nope, they won't negate it. But I have another Dragon Ravine. That's nice. Okay, so now we're going to try Dragunity Ducks. And we're going to use Ducks' effect to special summon the Remus out of our graveyard. Now, Remus cannot summon itself from the spell trap zone like the other Dragunity tuners, but most people do not know that. This person, for instance, did not know that. So it's like, yes, I activated something that would have not have benefited me in any way. I would have had a 1700 attack beater. But because he negated that, I'm now free to activate Legatus because I control Dragon Ravine. I'm now free to make the Remus. The unfortunate thing, though, is that from here I don't have the other tuners, so there's not much I can do except... Yeah, because I can't really synchro Shokan my way up. Instead, all I can do is make Barca? Woof woof? Yeah, we're going to make Barca. And we're going to activate its effect to search. And we're going to get... Ooh. Dragunity Draft. But would that... No, that wouldn't give me the ability to do stuff, unfortunately. We're going to go for Glow. And we're going to do something a little cheeky. I'm going to activate Glow. We're going to get Armagram. Graham Cracker. We're going to activate Armagram, banishing these two. Doop 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 doop. Hey, how's it going? And then we're going to beat over Psyframe Driver with it. Just attack over that Psyframe Driver. And then we get to equip whatever we destroy by battle. Thank you. And we'll get rid of this too. Why not? Just why not? Main phase 2. I can activate Glow. This lets you summon an equipped card. Doesn't have to be a Dragunity. Just as long as it's equipped to a Dragunity. So there's Psyframe Driver. That gives us 4 monsters. And we can't make a Boral Sword. Fuck. Or not Boral Sword. I was hoping to make Boral Load. Then we could at least pass on something. That would have been neat. I messed up somewhere. Something doesn't allow me to do something. Either way, let's make Heretic Spheres. That's at least... We at least got a negate. A bounce. That's something, baby. Alright, what you got? Normal summon. This card, you could send one Time Thief from your deck to your graveyard, except for Adjuster. Okay, what are you going to send first? What does that even do? I forget if they... I know they have something that uses in the graveyard. I forget if it's like, if you control a Time Thief, or if it's like, if you control no monsters. If it's you control no monsters, I don't want to put them in a situation where they suddenly control no monsters. Let's see. You contribute this card, target one Time Thief. Okay. This card is in the graveyard. You can attach one material from an Ixie monster to summon it. Okay. Sounds good. Dynatherum. Hey, I get to activate that too. But let's go ahead and tribute this. Bounce that. Would you like to special summon? Why, of course I would. I will take Legatus. And also, I'm going to get one of these because I need it. I need it if I'm going to be able to do plays next turn. So now if you don't have... and he doesn't have. So there we go. Someone will have to explain to me why I couldn't make Boral Sword there, but it ended up working out in our favor. In fact, it probably worked better than if I made Boral Sword, because I'm pretty sure Time Thieves have non-targeting removal. Either way, we've gone through 5 duels. We've won all of them so far. Let's go to the halfway point. Why, hello there. Welcome to the halfway point. This is where I take a moment to just be like, hey, you enjoying the show? You having a good time? making you smile a little bit, hopefully providing some quality entertainment. If so, I would appreciate it if you could support the channel. This channel's funded mostly by Patreon, which is a website where you could sign up to donate like $1 a month or $2 a month to help fund the channel. Every little bit like that helps. Like, I have ads on the channel, but one, I hate ads, so I keep them to a minimum. It's like one every half an hour, so I barely make very much money off of them. And even if I did have a whole lot of ads, it's like every ad you watch gives me like half a penny. So donating $1 is like more money than you would get if you just like binge watched like 100 of my videos in a row. So I'd appreciate it if you could do that. Not only does it make it so I can make a living playing these like non-competitive versions of the decks that are just fun, that just show off all the cool things that the archetype can do, but I use that money to help improve the channel and everything. I mean, I've got a place now that is not a basement. It looks much better than it used to. I've got the webcam and everything. And hopefully I can continue to improve things. Right now I'm trying to get to a goal where I can afford to pay all my rent and then hire an editor. Because I'm hoping that not only will that give me more time to test if I don't have to edit, but maybe the editor will be better at editing than I am. They can add in little jokes and GIFs and who knows, funny stuff? I don't know. I'm hoping so. Only time will tell. I'm kind of flying by the seat of my pants here. I feel like almost everyone is. And the people that claim they're not are just like faking it till they're making it. They just pretend to be confident for the sake of seeming like they know what they're doing. But either way, I'm getting off topic. The point is, donate to the Patreon if you can. I appreciate it. Link down in the description. And if not, you know, subscribe. Like the video. The more likes and subscriptions I have, the more likely YouTube is to push out my videos, and it personally makes me a little happier to see more likes and subscriptions. So the more you could do that, the more I'd appreciate it. And let's get back into the duels. We got 5 more, baby. Oh yeah, also I forgot to mention, if you donate $2, you get the sleeves over there. You can see them there. There's also the negation. I kind of wanted to show that because it's kind of funny if you could see it pause instead of popping up. You get those for $2 on the Patreon for this and every other deck. Just needed to mention that. Let's get back into the duels. Well, hello there. Welcome back to the 6th duel. You may have noticed that I have another hat. It's part of my plan to add more hats to try to make this more interesting. Let me know if you enjoy the hats. Perhaps I could set up some sort of Patreon hat fund. I don't think that's the best use of my money, but we could see. This one, I actually got, there was a person on my street who had just left a bunch of stuff sitting on a table that said free, and it included some hats, and I was like, this hat looks pretty neat. I think it might be a girl's hat, because it's kind of white, and it's got like this little bit on it or whatever. But from a certain angle, it looks kind of like, I've been told it looks kind of like a pimp hat, especially if you tilt it a little bit. Maybe like a little gangstery. I don't know. You tell me. It looks like we're playing Frightfurs, which are not the best go first deck, but they have some ability to go first these days. Specifically, they have Frightfurs Scythe. I can't remember if I so there was a duel earlier where I was going up against Frightfur, and they made an Ixie using 2 Frightfur whales. They made VFD, and when I went to click on it, the game crashed. So I didn't include it in the episode because it was only a few minutes in, and I couldn't go back to the duel even if I wanted to. But I forget, I'm not sure if I included it. I imagine I wouldn't have. But I was talking about they don't have very good first turn plays, and then they made 2 Frightfur whales and made True King of all calamities with it. And it was a sad state of affairs. He has the Scythe though. That allows them to fusion summon during my turn. And all of the Frightfur fusion monsters have different things. I just realized I'm facing the wrong way. 1 second. There we go. Yeah, I have to mess. I'm still new to this camera thing. You've probably noticed. But I have to flip it. Now it looks like I'm looking at the screen when I'm looking at things. Before it was like, what the hell is he looking over there for? There's nothing over there but that weird whale. Oh shit, is that a puppy? Hell yeah, puppy. Let's do it. Alright, lightning? I'm actually not scared of your monsters. Let's get rid of all the spell traps. That's the one thing I'm slightly worried about. Because this just gains attack. This don't do anything. This is just a cute, adorable pupper. And he's got the thing, which this can't do anything about. And as soon as you control a face-up monster, then it's like, well, what's the point? Lightning Storm just becomes useless. Fortunately, I do have Legatus. I don't understand why people set these cards. What can we do? What can we do about you? Alright, well, we need Dragon Ravine. Since we already have this, there's no point in using this. This locks you into wind monsters. Or what was it? You can't activate the effects of monsters except wind monsters for the rest of the turn. Okay, Ash Blossom. Alright. Only use each effect of Dragon... You know what? Let's see what happens. So Dragunity draft, it's a one of. It lets you add a Dragunity back from your hand, from your graveyard to your hand. Pretty neat, one would say. So let's get this back. Let's see if we can discard it again since it was negated. No, I can only normal summon. Oh, that's fine then. We'll go ahead and use Wind Charmer. Why the heck not? And we'll get... Fuck. Negating that Remus really kind of put a damper on my plays. Oh? Using the Scythe now? That's unusual. Don't you want to wait until I commit stuff to the field? And then do that? To just make another... Oh, okay. What do I want? I think what I need, yeah, is actually Kos. Kos. Let's do it. Alright, use your effect. Gonna blow up my draft, whatever. Its only other effect is when I attack, monsters are unaffected by card effects. So it stops, like, specific things. Okay, so we could save Dux for... Right now, Dux is not gonna get anything except for Remus. So what we could do is normal summon Kos, and then we control a Dragunity, so we could special summon Legatus. If you'll allow me to. And then that gets us into our Vag line. The Vag line. There's no way to sound that and make it sound right! Even if I'm wearing a trilby or a fedora or whatever, it doesn't sound fancy. Maybe because I am, it sounds even worse. Do you have something else you can do? Question mark? Ah? Yep, and we're just gonna make, Oh, I should have gone with the other one. It would have been much better to make Crystal Wing in this situation. Can I still make Crystal Wing in this situation? I think I can. I could probably make Crystal Wing. In fact, I could probably do more than that. Because Dragunity Knight, Divine Lance can get... Yeah, and that'll actually set me up even better. So let's make Romulus with these two. Let's get the Divine Lance. Unless you can negate that. I don't think you can. I think this is just to gain attack. And this is once per turn, yeah. Okay, so Divine Lance. Oh, I could have gotten a Dragon Ravine. Fuck. Oh, that's fine. Who needs Dragon Ravine at this point? Not me. I'm no Dragon Ravine guy. We just have to wait for everything. Get ourselves this one. Yeah, you can't use Kos because Kos locks you into just making Dragunity monsters. It lets you make the big boss monsters better, but you can't make Crystal Wing with it. Unlike this, where you can make Crystal Wing with it. Bada bingo, bada bango. Oh, and then... let's see. If a monster, you could special summon one from your hand in defense position, but its effects, if any, are negated. Yeah, I don't want to do that, actually. Okay. So let's attack this. Gain the attack 3,000. Okay, he just didn't activate it. Darn, I was hoping he would activate one and I could negate it and then attack again and then good stuff would happen. Okay. So we're in a bit of a precarious situation. We have one monster negate. But also this monster can't be destroyed by battle with any of their fusions because it basically, whenever it attacks a high-level monster, it just gains attack. So we're good with this. We've got this as a buffer, but Frightfurs are an okay, or not, no, they are an okay deck. They're an OTK deck. They're all about getting like 12,000 points of damage and just annihilating your soul. So if he can get more than like, if he could fusion summon like twice, I'm probably doomed. I would just probably doom out of 10, doom out of 100 maybe. We'll see. This episode's long. Oh, there's fusion summon number 1. Yeah, mostly tiger pop stuff. So tiger I'm going to have to negate. If they make another whale, I'm going to have to negate that. Oh? When this is summoned, you can target a Frightfur in the graveyard and summon it. Okay. Oh, and then you could chain block it with something else, right? Maybe? Yeah, penguin, so then I'd just be negating penguin, and I'm like, I'm fine with that. Summon out whatever. Yeah, draw 2, discard 1. So that gets there. I can't destroy it by card effects anyway. And then the whale comes out, and the whale gets some effect, and that's the one I can negate. Oh, it's only when it's fusion summoned, alright. Okay, and they drew the Patchwork, which gives them an Edge Imp and a Polymerization. But what else can they make with that? I mean, they could make another Saber and just get higher attack, but again, you can't beat over Crystal Wing with any of these. Unless they're trying to go for the true king of all calamities by just making... no, but they can't, because this needs a Saber. They could use 2 level 8s and make a level 8 Ixie. Because Ixies don't have levels, if you don't know. So then it wouldn't really matter for this. Do you have anything to chain block this time? Yeah, they do. Okay. They literally chain block with a chain. Big whale! Whale of a time! But yeah, as long as we'll be back. We'll be back when stuff happens. This has been going on long enough. Once I use the negate. Hey, finally made the Frightfur Tiger. Which I could just negate. I could just negate and gain all that attack. Because I think it gains the attack of the monsters it negates. Possibly. Oh, it stopped it from being destroyed. I didn't know that Scythe did that. Cool. Cool, Frightfurs. Neat. Of course, you've got big monsters. You can see why they the attack. I think mine is like during the damage step. Yeah. So you're always going to take 3,000 no matter what. GG. Time limit up. Yeah. Unfortunately, they had all these things. They just couldn't get past the Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon, which is why I made it. Because anything else, I could have negated this, and then it would have attacked with like 4,000, 4,000, 3,900, and just completely obliterated my soul. So, good move on my part. Let's go ahead to the 7th duel. Hey, hi. What up, homie? Alright. That's fine, they just said hi. I took the hat off. That hat's actually kind of uncomfortable. It's pretty hot in here. Pretty hot. I got a space heater. Can't see it. It's back behind me. Don't worry, it's there. You just gotta believe. You just gotta believe in your heart that the space heater is there. Comment down in the comments if you made it this far into the episode. Do you believe in the space heater? Do you believe it is there, making things warmer, even when you can't see it? I don't know what I'm on about. Fuck, this deck is new for me. RIP. I'm very good at this deck. At least I like to think I am. Been testing for 2 weeks now. Smile. I have a combo here. Let's see the combo. This may take a while. Again, this episode's going long, so we're gonna fast forward. Zoomy zoom zoom! They just surrendered. They just surrendered. Let's find a real 7th duel. Alright, here we are, the real 7th duel versus Shane. And I had to change my name to Colada. That person came back, they're like, oh, I'm sorry for surrendering. I wanted to test, I wanted you to go first so I could go second. I'm like, I'm here to play a game. I don't really want to sit here while you try to get the optimal conditions for testing. I was like, why don't you try the AI, or maybe do test hands? They have ways to test and get better at decks without using real people to stand in the way. But they were like, no, I really want to show it to you. And I'm like, have they found out that I'm Hardleg, or are they just like really into that name or what? I don't know. Either way, I kicked them out. They kept coming back, so I changed my name, and hopefully they won't be able to find me now. Either way, this name has to do with the previous name. If you didn't look it up earlier or already know it, the trivia fact, so all the Dragunities, at least the synchros, are actually named after famous weapons from history. Gay Bulge, and there's another one called Gay Dirge, which are like, I think Irish, Gaelic. They're like these folk weapons. And so is Ascalon, or I think it's like a misspelling of like Avalon or something. I don't know, I haven't looked it up. I just know these are all named after weapons. So I was looking up famous weapons, and there's apparently a guy who conquered Spain called El Cid, or he was like a warlord. And first of all, El Cid's a cool name in general. But he had 2 swords. One was called Colada, and the other one was called, Tizona. Tizona and Colada. And Tizona is actually in a museum, like they have it. They know it's real, but Colada was like lost to time or something. I don't know, it's weird. It's like I pretend as though I'm gonna like educate you on something, and it's like, I don't know, I just looked it up 5 minutes before the episode started. I didn't read a whole in-depth about it. This situation is ass, by the way. We've got Time Thievery Doer with a trap card equipped. A double barrel. When your opponent activates a card effect, you can detach. Gains 300, take control of 1 monster, negate the effects of 1 monster on the field. Yep, so they've just got like everything. Everything all the time. Wayne's World, party time, excellent, woo woo woo. And that has a thing. So, yep, let's go ahead, activate this. Right now, right here, let's bait out one of these 2. I knew it was the counter trap, and I had nothing else to do with it. So now they can shuffle something in, and they can do, yep, I think I've lost already. I just can't play through this kind of disruption. Not with this kind of hand. This is a pretty shit hand, if you ask me. What is this? You target one other, XC, attach one, yep. This is one of those situations where I really wish I had Lightning Storm. If I had Lightning Storm, I'd be able to do more stuff. As it stands, I can only do shit things for crap people. Let's go ahead. Let's get dangerous and get down to... excuse me. We'll get the Dragon Ravine. Activate the Ravine! Oh. Oh, I see. Okay. I think what we want is, what's it called? Legatus. Legatus will save us in this situation. Let's go, Legat. Let's go ahead and activate his effect. Special summon. Let's go ahead and activate Remus. Special summon. Tribute this card. Target 1 Time Thief. Attach 1. Oh. I didn't know that had an effect. Well then, isn't that just a higgledy-piggledy? Equip the lance. What? Take control but cannot declare an attack. Negate the effects of one face-up effect monster. Alright. That doesn't really... I mean, you could take control of this, I'm pretty sure, but I could still do the things, can't I? So, yeah, I could still... I can still equip Dragunities and then summon them. It's a hell of a drug, I tell you what. And there's Redoer. So I've baited out all 3. So what, you're gonna summon that back into the deck? And then this comes out during the battle phase. You contribute this. The next battle damage from a monster is inflicted to your opponents instead. Don't care. Afterglow. Hell yeah, now we've got business. Let's see. Yep, we're gonna go for Armogram. We're just gonna banish everything. Fuck the world. What? This is a spellcaster. I cannot summon ye spellcaster. It needs to be a dragon or a winged beast. Thanks, Win. Unfortunately, I lose. I was like, I get this, and then I can attack over that, and then I can equip it, and then I can use glow to special summon it, and then I have all sorts of things. And instead I have one 1800 bird. And probably death. Death. Although, they don't have traps equipped to anything anymore, so... they might not be able to defeat me this turn? I might have a chance, we'll see. We'll just zoom ahead. Oh, okay, I'm just getting hit by Utopia double. Rank 4 the deck! Oh! Well, we finally get a loss. Shit sucks. Just wish it wasn't against Time. I don't know why it is. I'm like trying to sit here think about why Time Thieves annoy me so much. Like why I hate them as an archetype. Like almost everything about them just annoys me to no end. And I don't know why. Probably never gonna play Time Thieves though, just a heads up. Not unless someone pays me like $500 to do it. Either way, we finally get our first loss in the fight in 7th. Let's go ahead to the 8th duel. If you're wondering why, I have a pen and paper. I keep track of the score. I've got like every episode going back like years in here. I'm thinking someday, maybe for like charity or something, I'll raffle off this when it's full. And someone can own a piece of Hardleg history. We'll see. Either way, 8th duel. Alright, duel number 8, the Ocho versus Mauri. Or no, Maru Mari. Okay, we got it. I understand. My enthusiasm has left slightly. It's been a long December, and there's reason to believe that this time may be better than the last. Alright, let's activate Dragon Ravine. Let's go ahead. We've already got Legatus and Ducks, so we're going to use the other effect. We're going to send a dragon to send a dragon. Just get both tuners in the graveyard, so we have maximum fury. Or not. Instead, we'll make Ducks. Solemn Judgment. Or not. Questions. Alright. You've made me anger. I will summon the big boy. And I'm going to equip him with Divine Lance. In addition to letting me summon stuff out of the deck, Divine Lance makes the monster it's equipped to immune to trap cards. Alright. Just another Solemn Judgment, which he couldn't activate on the summon of Armogram because it's a effect that summons, and this doesn't negate monster effects. So fortunately, it worked out for me. But yeah, this would have been 29, and then it gains 1,000 or 100 for every level it has. So 1,000. So you had 3,900. Big beater, big beefy. See, that's why you can't trust those Solemns. Either way, fastest win so far. Let's go ahead to the 9th duel. See if we can finish this up before I collapse. Well, howdy. Did you think hat time was over? Hat time's never over, son. I'm from Missouri. That means it's hat time. That's what hat time. That's what it means. Missouri is Italian for hat time. Lots of people don't know that. Looks like we're going up against Fat Pagina. Or Fat Pagina? Fat Pagina? Mwah, Pagina. Hard to say. They're playing the Meck Lords, which actually do have, I think, Italian in there. I mean, obligato. That sounds Italian, right? Granel? Assemblée? That's English, I know, but I like to pretend. I haven't played the Meck Lords since they got the new support. I don't know what they actually do. I suppose we'll find out, shall we? Granel. Wiesel. Pizza spaghetti. Calzone. Waha! It's me, Mario! I've been told I do a pretty good Mario. I don't know, though. Let me know down in the comments. How would you rate my Mario impersonation? In a scale of like 1 to 12. Let's go to 12, because it's near Christmas. Get the 12 days of Christmas up in here. From what so this is just big. The only unfortunate thing is that Meck Lords are anti-synchro, and I have synchros. I almost exclusively synchro. Heavy armor train Iron Wolf. You attach target one machine monster you control can attack directly. Oh boy, 4,000 direct. Target one synchro, equip it to this card. Okay, so if I have a synchro, let's see. Use each of these effects. You could discard. If a Meck Lord is destroyed, you could target a face-up, spell trap. Okay, so I've got to worry about those spell traps. Okay, I no longer have to worry about those spell traps. Get the fuck out of here. This hat is a little heavy. I see why they call it a 10-gallon hat. No more back row for you. Only back row getting for me. Oh, it's just limiter removal and okay. Well, that doesn't make much of a difference. Let's go ahead. Get ourselves a Dragon Ravine. Let's... What do we want to do? Because we don't have... Okay. We're going to do this. We're going to send a... We're going to send from deck to graveyard. We're going to send this to send this. We're going to activate, special summon this. Howdy doody. And then we have the Remus. Yeah, we have the Remus. Remus comes out, says hello, greet your aunt with only the greatest of kindness. Because, I mean, when your name is Remus, you gotta have, you know, you can't have, it's too close to anus. You gotta be as polite as possible. Otherwise, people are just gonna be disgusted. Yeah, and I think we just have to go for Ascalon, right? It just has to be Ascalon. Ascalon. Howdy ho. Legatus go burr. Brrr. Alright. The other question. Yeah, let's go ahead. Nah, we'll be fine. This will come back to bite me, perhaps. We'll just destroy that. Wait, does that get an effect when it's destroyed? Oh no, it was a machine, and all the Meck Lords have effects when machines are destroyed. Oh, it did have an effect. Well, never mind. I don't know what I'm talking about, it turns out. Obligato. Obladi. Oblada. Obligato. La 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 la, life goes on. Yep, we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna add this back to our hand. For now. And we're just gonna end our turn. We don't have any negates. It is unfortunate, but he had a big 4,000 thing. Which means we couldn't have gotten rid of it with Crystal Wing. We could have crashed our negator, but that wouldn't have done... We still wouldn't have had a negate. So we're just going to have to do this and hope they can't OTK, which I think they can. I don't remember what their big new boss monster does, but I think it has enough attack to, like, OTK to heck. Okay, I'm turning off this heater. I'm too hot. Too fast, too furious. Probably shouldn't have wore a hoodie. Oh, Dreadnoid. But this has to destroy something by battle. Do you have another limiter removal? Is he going to limit his remove? No. No, he's not. Alright. Pop. Let's get a duck. And then we're just going to do the thing. We're just going to cycle through. We could banish his stuff now, but we don't want to. Because we don't have anything in the graveyard except for Kos. And we don't want to banish Kos. We want to cycle through, get ducks, and then we can banish ducks once everything's there. Torrential Tribute! Let's see. Destroyed, you can... Okay. Fortunately, when Ascalon is destroyed... Oh, only I control monsters. Okay. What up, bro? Now I can activate this! Now that's what I call musing. Volume... what duel is this? 9. Summon a dragon? Hell yeah. Gay bulge. Time to bulge! And then that, when Ascalon's destroyed, you get to summon a synchro from your extra deck, and it's treated as a synchro summon. So if you thought you were going to stop me by doing these things, I'm just going to equip all the stuff. Chonk, chonk, chonk. Then I'm going to activate Dayglow. I'm going to get fucking Armagram. But more importantly, because I equipped this, I can now use Dayglow to summon the fucking Ascalon back. Yo, what up? You thought I was over. You're getting banished one way or another, sir. Get that boat out of my face. And now the true horror begins. We summoned that, and we're gonna make, Affabafnir. I should have summoned the other one. It's fine. 2,000, 3,000. Oh, they surrendered before they could have tasted the nadir of my pain. Just the complete and utter destruction of their face and head area. I had a really good thing going, and then I lost my train. It's fine. We win. We got another one. We've only got one loss going into the 10th duel, so let's go ahead into the 10th duel and see how things are going. The final duel is upon us, and the final hat has made its way on its head. Who says a luchador mask can't be a hat? Yeah, you're probably right. It's dumb. Just being dumb. It doesn't work when you've got a beard and glasses anyway. There's no good bearded glasses wearing luchadors. Alright, we're going first. And unfortunately, useless going first. Nigh useless. But we have ducks. We have the Dragunity Lance. So there's that. And assuming we don't get hit by Ash Blossom, we should be able to get our plays started. Plays, please? Hey! Actually, I'm not sure if Ash Blossom can stop this because it equips from the deck. Let's go ahead and summon that. Let's make Vajriana. Boop, boop. Wah-ba-da-bum-bum-wah. Alrighty then. So, there's one thing left we can do. And it looks like we're going to have to do it. Banish these two. Unfortunate. Very unfortunate. Make spheres, baby. Yeah. Spheres pass. We are not winning this game, most likely. It depends what they have. Maybe they're playing Dark Scorpion control. That happens from time to time. Possibly. Maybe. Can I hunch any lower? Hey! With the beard and the hair or whatever, it just seems to naturally... Ah, fuck, we're playing fucking Why are Frightfur Fluffles so popular today? I don't understand this world or the people in it. They only fill me with sadness and contempt. And hunger. I'm very hungry. I'm gonna eat dinner after this. I'm gonna get some pizza. Hopefully you're gonna have a good dinner too. Hopefully you got food on the table. I hear times are rough. I feel kind of bad asking for Patreon donations when times are so rough. But times aren't rough everywhere in the world. I have a global audience, you know. People over in Europe, they're doing fine and dandy. Their government's giving them money and stuff to just sort of chill out while they ride out the COVID pandemic and everything. American government can't seem to get things together, unfortunately. Oh. Okay. I'll just do that. We'll just put an owl back. And get... yeah, Tempest. Tempest will be most good. Yeah, I got really lucky they couldn't, like, fusion summon there. I would have been dead otherwise. Oh yeah, this goes back to my hand. Well. Yay! Dragon Ravine! Okay, first things first, get that shit out of my face. No super poly for you. Magic Cylinder? Magic Cylinder, people! I guess they did name themselves Fool. They didn't spell Fool right, but they named it. Dragon Ravine! Okay, so... this can add... 1 dragon from your deck to your hand. Oh wait, no. If this is banish, you can add 1 wind monster from your deck to your hand. So, what I can do is activate this, add 1, send 1. We're going to send the other Kos. Then we're going to activate Armogram. We're going to banish the Tempest and the Heavenly Spheres to summon. That is going to search us the ducks. I cannot search the ducks. All I can get is Mistletoe, which is still doable with maximum damage because I have Draft. So Draft, add a Dragunity to my hand. Yay. I get a dragon back. I have it normal summoned. Normal summon. And you can special summon this by tributing any Dragunity. And when it is summoned, you can equip a thing. We will of course equip Kos. 10 duels in, and I'm still saying it, and I'll continue to say it till the end of time. Till the world cracks down, and we're gonna get the thing that negates because he's got nothing to banish. Hey, how's it going? And we can just go in, bada bingo, bada de Django. Gonna sneeze. Pardon me. And then, if I had 2 level 10s, I could win the game if I was playing Gustav Max. If there's an alternate universe where where alternate universe Joe is just hype as hell. He's standing up, he's gone back, he's grabbed the leg, he started hitting his head with it, probably gets an aneurysm. In this world, though, no such thing happens. Let's see. Do I stop the polymerization and hope it ends there? Or do I yeah. Because they're going to, whatchamacallit? They're going to chain block pretty much everything. So let's just make sure they don't have the resources. They didn't fuse last time. If they don't have they have the polymerization. Well then. But all they have is a sheep. They're nothing but a meta sheep. Oh, but they get Patchwork. That's going to let them fuse a second time. Another time. Twice as many. The real question, and then, yeah, if they can get, well, they already used Chain to get that, so I don't think they can use Chain again, which is good. Otherwise, they'd have access to Frightfur Fusion, which lets them fusion out of the graveyard. That's how you can get the cat that just, like, pops everything on your opponent's side of the field. As it stands, he's just going to have 2 big attacking monsters, which shouldn't be enough to destroy me. And as I've explained many times, as long as you have Dragon Ravine, every card gets you to Ducks, and Ducks gets you to anything. Ducks gets me to the stuff that I can just banish all of his world. Oh, he can't get over everything. Even better. So let us end this the way it is always ended. From off in the distance you could hear the sound of quacking slowly drawing near. You don't know that quacks are terrifying. At the moment you associate ducks only with the sounds of old men feeding them at the park, dripping breadcrumbs. But now you will know that Ducks is the bringer of Armageddon. He who summons Kos, he who summons the great and mighty Vag. Only through that tunnel does your light the thing of what... fuck. I really should write a script or something. I have the ability to improv just a little bit, but not enough. The point is it makes Ascalon. Ascalon's gonna kill you. It's gonna be death. He's gonna banish you. He's gonna banish everything you love. Like, sheep, banished. This thing, banished. What, it can't be destroyed? I don't care. I have a giant sword for a nose. I can sniff out danger, and I will sniff you into oblivion. Thank you. Good day, sir. I will see you on the end screen, sir. So there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Dragunity Beatdown 2021. Pure Dragunities still managing to go 9-1 in the current meta. Granted, Frightfur probably not the most competitive deck, but not something you can sleep on either. And I'm realizing, looking down, we've actually gone 9-1 the last 3 episodes in a row, so we're on a roll. I've been doing some pretty good decks lately. Check those out if you haven't. The UA deck, Sports Control, surprisingly good. Probably better than this, if I had to say. But this is nothing to shake a stick at. And again, this is just pure Dragunities for the most part. If you add in the Guard Dragon stuff, or Chaos Dragon stuff, or just any generic dragon support, this is going to get a lot more powerful. Unless they ban, like, Elfie and Halka-Febrax and all this stuff down here, I would not be surprised in the slightest if this became a meta deck in 2021. We'll see, though. Either way, it's been fun. Again, remember to like, comment, subscribe, join the Patreon. Next episode for Christmas, I'll be looking at an icy deck full of barriers. There's probably more subtle ways I could do that. I'll be doing ice barriers. Either way, until then, good luck and have fun. Oh hey, welcome to the secret end credits part of the video. This is where I just take a moment to thank all the high tier patrons who helped fund my channel the most this month, before issuing a secret question of the day. First though, the patrons. Their names are Yellow, you know, the guy who requested this episode, Davon Crushin, Tiberius Kane Moriarty, 01503, The Black Rose, Austin Glover, Chris W, Muntry, Daniel Frowsing, Quintingent, Diotic, Dancing Joker, Matt, Kiervin, Nathan, King Zirmis, Nightfang, Penumbra Eterna, Trevor F, and Nerozard 22. It's thanks to dragons like them that I can unify this channel under the banner of strange theme decks. Click the link on the screen to join them and become a dragon rider yourself, or at the very least, you know, just drop me a like, comment, every little bit helps. Today's secret question of the day is, which hat did you like the best, and what hats would you suggest for future episodes? Let me know down in the comments, and until next time, stay frosty, Legos.